This is Chris from Turner Max Adventures. It's been a little bit since we've talked to you guys last or had a trip last, but Christy and I are headed, and actually already on the way, night one under our belt, but we're headed north and west a lot to the Canadian Rockies. So we're heading to Banff and Jasper and a whole bunch of other places up in that area right now. Long drive from Arkansas. So we stopped the first night here in Love's. It's the first time we're trying out one of the new Love's RV sites. They're a little pricey. It's about $50 to be honest, but it is full hookups. I say that. They do have a dump station, but it's electric and water, and it was nice. We got here, it's a little after dark, and so it was nice to have a reservation and not have to be scrambling to try to find something. We were able to take a shower and all that while we got here, and so it was really nice. It's a kind of a parking lot. There's somebody right next door to us on both sides, but overall it's pretty good. But we're really looking forward to this trip. Like I said, really long drive, but this is kind of a redo for us. This was a trip we had planned in September of 2020. Well, we all know what happened in 2020. I had this actually reserved in January of 2020 and thought, it'll be fine by September. Well, we all know how that turned out. So come with us. We look forward to it. We can't wait. We're excited and can't wait to bring you with us.
So we just made it to our overnight stop, night one. And in order to get ready for tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and make some overnight oats so that we'll have breakfast in the morning before we head out, because it's going to be a very long day tomorrow.
Trailer is doing its own thing. So, I mean, the truck's doing fine, the sway bar is doing its job. It's just kind of moving us both together. It doesn't feel like the trailer's getting away from me or anything. Hey, look at the waves on that. So day two for Christy and I was a long drive day. We left out of the Love station, and the goal today, or the goal for yesterday, was to go all the way into North Dakota to Theodore Roosevelt National Park, or a campsite very nearby. And that's where we are now. We are in a national grasslands campground called the CCC Campground. If you can see behind me, kind of the Badlands looking hills and stuff, that is the north unit of Theodore Roosevelt National Park. This campsite is kind of a hidden gem. It's right before the north entrance. Now I will tell you, so Theodore Roosevelt has two entrances. The south is right on the interstate and really easy to get to. The north unit is about 60 miles off the interstate, so it's a little bit of a haul to get here, and there's only one gas station between the interstate and here, by the way. And so the campsite we got, this is a nice little campsite. It does have pit toilets. It also does have electricity, whereas the campsites in the national park do not have electricity. And what I'm looking at right over there is Theodore Roosevelt National Park. That is across the Little Missouri River, and that is the park right over there. So we are right beside the park. We're going to explore the park today. This is a hidden gem of a campground for sure. So this is overlooking the campground. There's a couple of trails nearby that are both hiking and bike trails. And so that's just kind of an overview of the campground. Like you said, there is water available here seasonally. So now they will turn it off as it gets colder. But for now, and this is in early September, there is water here. So you can see the trail. And we are right along the banks of the Little Missouri River. You can kind of see a little bit of the river here as I'm panning around. And again, over here is the north unit of Theodore Roosevelt National Park, which we're going to explore a little later.
So we have one day to spend in Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Today I'm going to make us some quick sandwiches because we're going to hit the road. We don't know where we're going to be today. So I always like to be prepared and make a little lunch ahead of time just in case we are out and about and can't make it back to the camper. So we are excited to see what all this park has to offer.
Theodore Roosevelt National Park does not disappoint with the bison. We've already seen 2 of them, 3 of them now. It's really, it is a beautiful, beautiful spot. This is a beautiful place. Oh, he's about to cross the road in front of us, looks like. And just the overlooks are outstanding. This is one of them, and this is just amazing. The little structure right over there is a CCC, an old CCC kind of structure that was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps back in the 30s or 40s. Really beautiful through here.
So we found some petrified wood.
This is along the Caprock Coulee Trail, nature trail.
as can be.
So Christy and I are doing the Capstone Coulee Trail, I believe, or Caprock Coulee Trail, I think. And so the trail itself is about a 4.5 mile loop, but there is a part of it just called the Nature Trail where you can just do an out and back as far as you want. And if you go, that part of the trail has numbers, has little numbered markers on it. Supposedly there is a brochure or something. We didn't have, there wasn't one here. But if you make it all the way to like brochure or the tag 13 or 14, something like that, there's a big like petrified stump, which is really kind of cool to see. And then if you look up along all of these, you will see what looks like just logs. They're petrified. You can definitely see that they're petrified. Once you see the stump, you'll realize, oh, okay, you kind of know what to look for. But it's been a nice hike. It's, again, out and back as far as you really want. There's another fork that goes another direction to go see a prairie dog town, and we may do that right now too. Oh, that was a fun trail.
That was a great trail.
So, and after we did the Capstone Coulee Trail and went to see the petrified wood, we hiked from the same parking lot, hiked around on part of the Buckhorn Trail that went along the edge of the Badlands and then kind of down a valley where you had Badlands all around you. It was gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, it was almost a 360 of just gorgeous striations.
Oh yeah, the layers and the different colors and all that. It was great. There was cloudy and sunny, and so you'd get times where the sun would hit and really make everything pop and all that. We went down, honestly, it was probably about a mile total from the parking lot, and Prairie Dog Town. A lot of fun. They were sounding the alarm with their little squeaks. It was just little squeakers everywhere.
They were great. So we've never had a visitor while we've been on the road. This is a first for us. So I was making a post on Facebook about what we had done today, and Regina commented back, "Are you still here?" And I said, "Here? Oh my gosh, they are here!" And so we just kept texting back and forth, and they showed up at our campground.
We crashed the party.
Here we are.
And so we've never met in person. We've only met online.
And we both used to have Little Guy Max trailers.
That's
Yes.
right.
Little Guy
So we
Max.
had that in common.
That's how
and
we met online.
That's how,
And you guys are like our heroes.
Right, we learned a lot from
Right.
y'all.
When we were
What
such
would the
newbies.
Turners do?
Yeah.
So now we need to plan a trip and meet someone.
There you go.
That's
That
right.
sounds
Right.
like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be so
that would be
fun.
fun.
Well, it's funny because we're going to try to hit Arkansas, like I told you, on the way home. But I was looking at the map and I'm like, there is so much to do there. There's so many cool places and so many
Yeah.
cool biking places. So we're like, we'll have to go back. Like
Oh,
2
yes.
days in Arkansas is not going to be enough.
Right.
Fun day?
Oh my gosh, it was fun. It was a nice way to break up
Long
the
drives.
long travel days.
Yep, because we've got another long travel day tomorrow. But before we get into those details, really, today was fun. We slept in a little bit, had some breakfast, enjoyed the view from our campsite just as the sun was coming up. It was a pretty cloudy day, so partly cloudy, so sun was in and out, clouds in and out, made it cold or cool, and the wind blows
Yeah,
when
man.
the wind was blowing pretty swift today. And then the sun would come out and it would get a little warm, so we were layers on, layers off, layers on, layers off almost all day long.
Yeah. Tonight's going to dip down into the 32.
Yeah, it's
freezing.
supposed freeze warning tonight.
Yeah.
And But we spent the whole day in the northern unit of Theodore Roosevelt on the drive, and not that the drive is that long, but we stopped, we did hikes, we took photos and videos, and just took our time and enjoyed it.
Yeah, because we had originally thought we would go down to the south section.
Yeah.
Kind of just do a quick tour through.
But once it became like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's like, no, I'm not doing that, because it's like, it is a pretty good ways. It's about 60 miles to the south unit from where we are, and
just didn't make sense.
It just didn't make sense. We didn't want to kill ourselves trying to do it. Mm-hmm. We've actually been to this park before, but it was a long time ago. It was in 2018, I think, and it was very speedy. We just kind of, it was a drive-through kind of a thing, and so we really didn't enjoy it at the time. We just wanted to take our time and enjoy it. There were not very many people here. It was not very crowded.
Yeah.
I mean, we could get in and out of any parking lot, any parking lot or any pull-out that we wanted to see, pretty much everything that we wanted to see. Mm-hmm. Anything else for today? And then we had the surprise at the end of the day, which was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a visitor, which is so cool.
Yeah, first time we've had that. And so then for tomorrow, or another long drive day. So tomorrow the plan is we get up early, we get everything packed up, we go across to the northern unit so we can dump our tanks. That's by the way, that is the closest dump. So here in the CCC campground, there is no dump. There is water you can get to. Can't fill up your RV tanks, but you can fill up a portable water container and get it into your container, get it into your RV that way. But no dump station. The closest dump station is across the river into the northern unit at the Juniper campground.
And they have no problem with you using theirs. We checked.
Right, we checked with the rangers at the visitor center, and they said, yeah, no problem. Yeah. So, because we're in the national forest or national grassland anyway. That's what this is.
So after that,
then we keep heading north, and we're gonna probably go into Montana, and then we cross the border from Montana into Saskatchewan, Canada. And so then it's the long drive through Saskatchewan, all the way close to Edmonton. I don't know what was that noise.
I don't know.
Something just fell in our refrigerator, I think. But all the way into Edmonton, we're going to be staying at Elk Island Canadian National Park. And we'll be there for a couple of nights. So again, another really long drive day, and then we've got a rest day in between where we can enjoy the park. And the park's supposed to have bison, which we saw here. Supposed to have other things. It's called Elk Island. It is neither an island nor, I think, famous for elk. But hey, we'll see. I don't know. Once we get there, we'll figure out what it's all about.
But mainly to rest.
But yeah, we will definitely rest. I mean, there is a lake there and that kind of thing, and so who knows? But yeah.
And then the Canadian Rockies.
We're really watching the smoke and the fires. British Columbia's had a lot of lightning-caused fires, and that's generated a lot of smoke. So we're certainly, we can't
control it.
We can't control it, and we can't get upset about it. I mean, we're going for a vacation. I worry about the people who live there, right? Who have to deal with that and worry about, whether their homes and cities and things, right? You know what I mean? Just the towns and the mountains and that kind of thing. So it's pretty petty for us to worry about. Our views are are not pretty enough because of the smoke.
If they're not pretty enough, we have to come back.
We just have to come back. So